Welcome to the House of Maths and my latest algebraic fractions session. We've got two questions up here. Let's dive straight in. So we've got this times this. So with these algebraic fractions, what we want to do to start with is try and simplify as much as possible. And that's going to involve factorising. So if you look at this, 4x squared minus 9, what you want to spot here is that it's the difference of two squares. We've got square numbers here and here, 4 and 9. So you could write these as 2 squared and 3 squared. And you could then immediately factorise this as 2x plus 3, 2x minus 3. And here, underneath, we can factorise again here. Notice that 3 is common to both parts here. So we can pull 3 out as a common factor. And then we're going to get 2x plus 3. Because 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, now notice 2x plus 3 here, 2x plus 3 here. So we can cancel out at that point. On the other side, got 2x, can't do anything with that. But here, again, we can factorise. We've got x's in both bits. So you can pull x out as a common factor. And then we've got x minus 3. Okay, so we factorise that. Now notice we've got an x on the top here and an x underneath. And we are multiplying here. It's x times the contents of the brackets. So we can cancel these x's. And that leaves us with, on the top, we've got 2 times this. So 2x minus 3. And underneath, we've got 3 times this. Like so. You could multiply out the brackets if you wanted to. That's not particularly difficult, but I think that will do. I don't think we're going to get any more from multiplying them out. So let's have a look at the other question over here. Got 2 minus this minus this. So possibly the best way to look at this is to think of this as a fraction as well. 2 over 1, which is the same as 2. So we would get the denominator by multiplying these together. So if we do that, we're going to get that in the denominator. And you might spot here that this again is the difference of two squares. So you could write it like so, if you'd spotted that. If you multiplied this out, you would get this, and there's no reason why you can't do that, but you could just spot that it will go to that straight away. So what do we get on the top here? So look at it like this. 1 is going to go into that, and we're going to be left with this. So it's going to be 2 times this. Now, instead of writing that, I'm going to write that. A minus x minus 3 goes in here, and that's left. So it's going to be that times that. And x plus 3 goes in here, so we're left with that. So x minus 6 and x minus 3. Now I'm going to put big brackets around it because we want to keep these all together at the moment. So we need to simplify this row here. So I'm just going to multiply out the brackets first. So starting with this, we're going to get 2x squared minus 18. Okay, so multiply out that inner set of brackets. And then here we're going to get x times x is x squared. X times 3 is 3x. 2 times x is 2x, so that's 5x. And then 2 times 3 is 6. So that's that multiplied. And then here we're going to get x times x is x squared. X times minus 3 is minus 3x. Minus 6 times x is minus 6x, so that's minus 9x. and then minus 6 times minus 3 is plus 18. Okay, now what we've got to watch next is when we remove the brackets, which is what we want to do here, and then summarise, because we've got these negatives, the negative is going to change these signs in here, and that negative is going to change those signs. So I'm just going to use my finger to rub out the brackets, but I've got to change that sign to a negative and that one to a negative. And then when I rub out these brackets, that's going to become positive and that's going to become a negative, like so. So we can leave this at the bottom, and let's have a look at what we've got above. So we've got 2x squared minus x squared minus x squared. So those are the terms with x squared in. There are 3 of them. And notice that they cancel each other out. 2x squared and then another minus 2x squared, 0. So let's have a look at the terms with x in. So there's that one there and that one there. We've got 9x, take 5x, which is 4x. And then minus 18, minus 6 and minus 18 is minus 42. Okay, so we have simplified that as much as we can there. So we've gone from all of this down to this. Okay, if you've enjoyed that, remember to hit the like button and think about subscribing. Thank you.